Miner99 here, and welcome back for another live stream. We are here today, wrong key, in Minecraft again, playing on my modded single player. And today, we're doing something over there. You can kind of see one of the setups in the ground. They're forming right now. That's what we made last stream. It's working well. I did change my miner. I'm going to show you that change really fast, and I can't go into any of that system because it might. I mean, I guess the stream title kind of tells you what I'm doing today. Actually, this is out of power, so we're going to need to get more. I actually downgraded the mining drill. I still have the diamond one, but I put a standard one in so that it doesn't drain power too quickly and create a lot of lag from doing that. So, okay. That hasn't produced anything new yet. Trees sometimes will take a while to grow, but that's fine. So, we're trying to make steel. I have made a few steel plates. Fortunately, the blast furnace can just kind of run, and it will run fine on its own. But one thing that we need to do is make these. And I'm not going cheap, unfortunately, with my reactor, because I know that's a very bad thing. I could go tiny pipes, which produce a flow rate of 800 milli... Let's silence this real fast. 800 millibytes. Millibucket, that'd be millibits, which is impossible. Anyways, that's computer science. Anyways, it's millibuckets, but we're going to use the large steel pipe so I can upgrade this reactor a bit just using the same pipes, which are expensive, mildly. They're really expensive, but they'll keep the idea is you don't want your coolant to be in bottleneck in the pipes, or else you will blow something up. But as you can tell, that's going to require an absolute boatload of steel, and I only have one blast furnace. And I don't have enough power to run more than one blast furnace at a time. I can run multiple rolling machines, but I'm not going to do that. Do I have this set up? This is a good question. Is the rolling machine... Metal former, not rolling machine. That's a different machine, different mod. Not IC2, that's Railcraft. Is a rolling machine. Actually, is there a rolling machine? Because that might be easier. Might be cheaper. There is no rolling machine. How about blast furnace? Nope, I only have one blast furnace. Okay then. If I only have one blast furnace, I only have one. So I guess we'll show what we have over here right now. So these here are Stirling generators connected up to liquid heat exchangers. And the liquid heat exchanger takes in hot fluid, at least in this. And this is actually how the real processes work. Takes in liquid coolant and then outputs cooled liquid coolant. So that's hot coolant, cold coolant. And then that output gets piped into an input, of course, on the reactor, which will be here. Wait, no, this is reactor port. So these pipes are large, They do not hook up. Why? Oh, because I need a wrench and my wrench died. So I can't make connections with it. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make an electric wrench. Oh, jeez. That's gonna be a first task to do, I suppose. So anyways, that's going to be... Coolant will be inserted to the reactor here. Hot coolant will be extracted here. Run over this way into, and then split off into the two heat exchangers. And then once it's cooled, it will go from the heat exchangers back into the reactor. Yeah. This is our current mode of power generation, by the way. We have 2 wind turbines, other than the mining power grid, which isn't an actual, it's a split grid, so whatever. At any rate, we can throw this in the generator, which then... Do I have lead in here, by the way? I do! Yay. I need lead for the reactor core, and lead is a very rare thing, unfortunately. Ooh, I have jungle wood. No saplings, though. Where are the saplings? I thought I got... It looks like it's not picking up saplings? Or maybe the trees just aren't dropping enough saplings is the problem. That's going to be a bummer if I can't. I could use oak wood. I have a lot more oak wood. We don't throw it in there. We throw it in here, and then it auto does everything. Takes care of everything for us. Automatically. Auto-magically. Not really. It was a lot of brain power that went into that. We're going to undo that. Electric wrench. So electric wrench is made using a wrench plus a small power unit. And I was in the wrong grid, so I couldn't do that, unfortunately. Go like that. I think I'm out of copper cables, unfortunately. Boom, boom. Boom? Hey, I had enough. And then... Am I out of circuits? I am out of circuits. Wow, that is crazy. It's osmium and redstone. Redstone. And then... Actually, we'll make 9 of them. Osmium. Okay. That goes in metallurgic infuser, which will then pump out osmium for us to use. Well, osmium, it won't. It pumps out the basic control circuit, which then allows us to create the small power unit, which then means that we need to do this, which means we can then do this, which means we can then charge this. And now we have an electric wrench. And we don't need to constantly make new bronze wrenches. And now we can run back over here and actually hook up our coolant pipes to each other as we're laying them down. We're also going to move this, because I realize I want it to be over here for symmetry. Heat exchanger faces that way. Stirling generator faces that way. I screwed that one up again too. Oof. At least I don't have durability to worry about. I just have to go and throw it on the charger. Heat exchanger. There we go. Alright, let's run down. I guess we need to make this tunnel wider, don't we? That way we can edit stuff while we're working on it. Fill those last gaps in there. How do you make connections? It does say use a wrench. What? Oh, it's out of power now. Anyone sure about that one? I'm confused. Does this wrench not work for doing that? Let's just try making a normal wrench then. And see if that works. Because I get confused. Okay. Is there a special wrench? Right clicking. That's the new wrench. Do I need to use that one instead? That doesn't make sense. It's a wrench. I mean, it looks slightly different than the wrench that we made, but it's still a wrench, isn't it? Drink. Stream Elements. I keep calling it Streamlabs still. Don't know why. It says to drink. Oop. Branch. I don't understand. I have no clue. We're not going to run back down there yet. It is different. Okay. That is confusing. Why there are two kinds of wrenches, I don't know. And why the electric one won't work, I also don't know for this. Anyway, so that's what the pipes look like. They're big, the ones which I chose. In theory, we can use copper at first, but I don't think that's going to... I mean, that would be cheaper significantly because copper thinks a little bit more. Wait, is that copper? Bronze. Never mind. Although I do still have a lot of tin and... I do still have a lot of tin and copper, which is what you use to make bronze. So, how much do I have? Bronze. I have a decent bit of bronze. How about tin, copper? I could. Guys, I could. Don't know if I really want to, though. At least this wrench doesn't use any durability. How are we on steel? Have you been producing slag? Or has it been processing the slag as it's been? Is that much faster than this? We'll have to see. We'll have to find out. Anyway, so that's going to be a long process. But we do need to drag power cables out there, which means that we have other things we can work on. Glass fiber cable. Oh, requires silver. Yeah, we can't get silver. Never mind. HV. Let's do this. This is our power source, guys. Oh, and we need this. No, not a transformer. Well, we will need that too, I suppose, actually. But I really need the CEMU? No. ECM. MU. CMU. Alright. At IC2. CESU, I think. No, MFSU. CESU is the 2 tier 1. This will go as 40 million storage for power. What's the difference here? Oh, one has energy in it, one doesn't. Duh. Is this possible? Yes. Steel plate, carbon plate. Okay. This is doable, guys. Oh. Lapide dust. Lapis dust. Let's just make a decent bit of it. What do I make it in? Macerator probably will work best. Yep. How's my power reserve doing, by the way? In the MFE, it's going up. 2 wind turbines is cutting it right now. Alright, what else do we need for this? Advanced machine casing, which requires steel plates, which we have. Advanced alloy, which we have. Carbon plates, which I think we have enough of. Basic machine casing we don't have. We need more iron. Iron plates. We have enough advanced alloy. We have enough carbon plates because I was going to use them for making wind turbine rotors. Which means we can make our advanced machine casing. And we need to... We'll make ourselves a new MFE, which is another basic machine casing. I have those. I need a lot of this, which is a lot of this. I don't know. Let's look at our energy. No. We can make 4. 4. We have just enough diamonds. Wait, no, but I need more. Because I need 4 more. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, that's doing that, so we're going to use a crusher. That's going to be closer up here. This should make us the correct kind of dust. Yeah, it does. We can have you auto eject on. Red stone. We have plenty of free redstone in there. Hold on. What do I have your bottom configured to? The compressor is only set to that. which means we can go ahead and make this. And throw it in here. We have enough of air that it's not going to be an issue. We have enough spare air canisters lying around. That's only gonna make 3. You almost done there? You are. Wait, I have more diamond ore. Let's go get it real fast. Diamond ore. Only got 1 diamond from it. I do have luck on here, I think. Luck 3, yeah. My speed. This is significantly higher. That pickaxe is one that I gave to a villager to use. Not a villager, a colonist. Inventory. Can I... No. Unfortunately, no, is the answer to that one. I have a diamond here, which we can also throw in the crusher. Since that's what we do with our wealth, we just crush it all, just destroy it, and turn it into these massive machines of doom. More like messes of wires. This was much worse at one point. There were explosions. It was fun. If you don't remember those. That was fun. I just figured something out about my Twitch, by the way. Apparently, all of the streams get saved for 60 days because I'm a... because I use Twitch Prime. So, apparently that happens, and I did not realize it. So that's kind of nice. I've started to upload that stuff to YouTube again, is why I'm saying this. So you will, if you're on the YouTube, !YouTube, by the way, you will start to see those coming back to the channel. And that's because I decided that it might be nice for some of you who maybe aren't, or who are newer to the channel, to be able to see that. So, yeah. To be able to watch the old streams, the streams I do. I originally had stopped because it was a little bit on the time-consuming side. Just, I felt like it was. Now I don't feel like that anymore. It was more I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want things to be on permanent. But I changed my mind because I can do that. So there is a tiny gap where there won't be streams for. About a week or so gap. So, yeah. But you'll see stuff popping up there. And if you're on Discord, !Discord, I'm plugging. I know. It's ridiculous. I never do that. Okay, so this is working. How quickly does this process? Because I'm curious. Oh, it processes fast. The thermal centrifuge, by the way, is a wonderful tool. Because it can turn things into other things, like golden coal. Use it a lot with uranium. You can use it on different ore dusts. You can use it on depleted fuel rods. Silicon out of clay, apparently. The one we're using, though, is whenever we get to the slag, there it is, creates gold and coal. So that's what we're doing with it. So if we check on you, oh, it was picking up saplings. It's just planting them on the other side of the farm. There's more sand. Yay. That's all I got from that. That's sad. Tear. Let's throw the coal back into here. Here, rather. And we're going to start processing all of this stuff. That way I can get more resources to work with. Like lead, and we can actually start working on the reactor casing. Reactor chamber? It's called a reactor chamber, sorry. Let's also see how my storage space is doing. We don't want to overload the storage system. Ooh, okay. This one's fine, though. This drive's okay. That one is full. Alright. We're doing alright, though. Yeah, it's going to be more full right now because we're processing all of these. So if you can't tell, I have these in here. Certain things going into the macerator. Certain things just go that I mine a lot of just go straight into the electric furnace. But this is for duping. Doubling. Not duping, doubling. Then some of it goes into here. And some of it goes into here. So like the uranium goes into here. And that has to heat up a lot more than the slag does, apparently. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't change my... Darn it. I forgot to do that setting. Anyways, you can see these are the different things that get smelted in this furnace. This furnace smelts these things. I'm mildly concerned. Oh, wait. Thermal centrifuge. There was something I took out of here and moved somewhere else, I think. Let's see. Iron, lead. Silver. If we go to... Hold on. No, at... I see 2 silver. And we go to our silver... Tiny pile of silver dust? Gold. Gold. So yeah, we moved our gold over to the thermal centrifuge. Hello, gamer. Welcome to the stream. You ever worn a rubber suit before? Out of the blue question, but no. Aside from this, which only has rubber boots. No. Actually, is there other... Hold on. Now I'm interested. Actually, this is kind of rubber. If you're talking about real life, the answer is no, by the way. But how are you doing today? So, has any gold been processed? Not gold. Tiny piles of gold, but I do not see. Did I mine any gold? I don't think that the miner had gotten that deep yet. No, it hadn't gotten that deep. So there's no gold to be processed, unfortunately. Because that will get added to here so that we can potentially get silver from that. Well, we will get silver from that, which will be amazing and awesome and cool. Because silver is important material to use if you want to make teleporters. Shh, I didn't say anything. No, I did not say anything. I didn't say the word. I did not say teleporter. I did say teleporter, but I didn't. I did. I said teleporter. But it also is useful for making certain electronic devices in IC2. And since silver ore, if I go and I look up silver ore, there is no silver ore. All the files for silver got corrupted from this pack whenever I created it, and I did not test that. I didn't check that. We need an electric tree tap. That was the other thing I needed. Electric tree tap. Small power unit. Boom. I need more copper cables. Let's go over here to the metal former. Let's go extruding cables. Then that will set us up. We're running the compressor again. How is my power doing now whenever most of the tools are running? It's draining, but I still have a 1,000 EU left over. Which is a good thing. A very, very good thing. Let's take our charcoal. Oi. Let me out. Let me out. How low is this in the world right now? It's not super low. Unfortunately. It needs to be lower. Jungle sapling. Grow. Grow up into being a big tree. Alright. We're going to have to wait for this one, but we can continue because I'm sure we have enough copper cables now. Absolutely certain we have enough copper. Yes. We also need the heating coils slash heat exchanger coils for our devices down there as well. We need to get the other basic circuits. I should have... Where's my other battery at? I had an extra battery somewhere. I must have used it. Oops. Is that really an oops? Using a battery, is that really an oops? I just need to make a new one. 10. Oh, look at that. This is why we're making the electric tree tap. Because I broke my last tree tap. Plonk. That is not how you make a tree tap. Fun fact. Come on. Boop. I don't know why it goes out like perpendicular sideways sometimes. It's odd. All right, and then don't know if I picked up that last batch or not. But if we throw this in the extractor, we get, what, 3 or 4 from it. Let's grab these. All right. Extractor. Oh, it auto outputs, I think. Rubber. No, it doesn't. I don't have it hooked up to do that. 3. 3 is what we get. That's an advantage to having it auto, or not auto output, rather. Alright, we need the battery for this. Like so. And then we go like that. Boom. And then we need planks again. And that is how you properly make it in one pass. And then we need small power unit. And then we have our electric tree tap, which we can then put in here, charge up, and now we don't have to use a new wooden one every time we want to get rubber. Which will be excellent and wonderful and awesome. So, we're still waiting for our steel to process because that's an extremely slow process. Osmium? Nice. So we're going to go and BRB. We're going to actually, since we're going to BRB, we're going to get stuff from down here first. So that you guys have something to look at, I suppose. I suppose we can do that. Let's actually see if this did anything. It didn't. Bleh. Trees take so long to grow sometimes. It's not their ideal climate, I don't think, the jungle trees. It'd probably be better if I used oak. I think I'll do that. Eventually. I have more oak saplings as well. So it'd be a better starting point. Eggs can go in there, because I don't need those. Alright, guys. BRB. Alright, I ran out of water, if you could not tell, from me saying that there was going to be a break right as right as soon as Stream Elements said that it was hydrate. So we'll be back. It's a fun metal. Osmium is. We're back from the break officially now that I remember to turn my microphone on. It's a good thing I had the stream playing back in my ear, else I would not have recognized that. By the way, stream is on low latency mode, which essentially means the stream quality might be a tiny bit lower, but lower than normal. But the chat responses will be significantly faster as the stream progresses. So, yeah. I figured trade a tiny bit of quality for having a better chat experience for you guys. And it's not too bad. It's not that much difference in quality. It's more the fact where it doesn't build up as much of a buffer. It tries to avoid that as much as possible. So, yeah. That way it keeps you guys at real time, or fairly close to it, rather. No. No. Wow. We have enough. We just need a redonkulous number of these. These things. Actually, we don't have enough. We need 9, or we need 12. Then we need 6 of these. Which means I need a lot more diamonds. There's one more place I'm going to check where there could be diamonds. I don't think there's any diamonds in here, guys. If there are, I'm going to be extremely surprised. Unfortunately, there weren't, and I wasn't extremely surprised. We were, however, going to switch over to using oak in the tree farm. Actually, we can do spruce instead. And we're also going to bring all this fuel over. And throw some of it down here. To do a mildly ridiculous amount of mining work. Boom! A full stack of spruce saplings for that to plant now. Whew, that was a lot of saplings. Let's also throw oak in there. As well. Just because, why not? We'll make it a combo. It's gonna be a combo farm. And we'll be able to actually manually pick what it grows too. because we can go in and switch it out directly. Hello, sir. MI6? I'm guessing that's what it is, so MI6. How are you doing? I am doing alright. We're attempting to bring nuclear power off the ground. And today's specific mission is to try to do the fluids handling portion of it. But, it's expensive. And I might have partly done that to myself because I'm using something known as steel, which takes a very long time to make. So, yes, but we finally have a little bit of lead, which means that we might be able to make the reactor core now. Or the reaction chamber? Nuclear reactor. The reaction core itself. With the chambers in it. I have an extra generator now. Can't I use something else? I can, but I really want it to do it the IC2 way instead of the extreme reactors way. So, yeah. That's not a power thing, is it? That could be a power thing. Is it a power thing? Advanced machine that produces solid, liquid, and gaseous mixture. No, that's not it. That's not a power generator. Where am I from? I am from Washington State on the Pacific coast of the United States. That is where I'm from. Let's move our generator over into the system. So, reactor chamber. Yeah, it requires a lot of lead. I don't have this much lead, but I do have some. If we go lead. Boom. Actually, that's not bad. It's not enough, but it's more than I thought I had. We don't want lead cables. I don't think lead cables exist. Yeah. I do not think that the lead cables exist. We can check. I'm curious. I make myself curious sometimes, if you can't tell. Lead. Nope, no lead cables. That makes sense, though. I don't think lead's a superconductive thing. We need pumps, I believe. LV pump attachment. HV pump attachment, or MV pump attachment. I need a medium steel pipe, a piston, and a single insulated gold cable. How's the bonfire? Very smoky. Very, very, very smoky. It's pretty bad. I had to work in it today. Fortunately, I was able to be inside most of the time. But unfortunately, most of the time and all of the time are not the same thing. Which was this recipe? Was the medium steel pipe? Maybe we'll go medium steel pipes. That should be a high enough flow rate for what we need. I live in Western Washington, so we don't have the fires so much here. There's been a few. Most of them arson, unfortunately. But we get a lot of the smoke from Eastern Washington and also from Oregon whenever they have fires. California, not so much right now, which is a good thing because our air quality is at like 350 right now, which is hazardous. California's in some areas is in the 500s, which is really, really bad. So. Everyone's wearing masks. The thing is that smoke particles are too small. Um, yeah, really good for my lungs. The smoke particles are too small. You need a P100 mask or higher in order to effectively block smoke. Um, so, yeah, that's according to one of my friends who is a building inspector, a health inspector for buildings. So like if a building is going to get demolished, he inspects it and checks it for stuff. So that's coming from him, which is I would say is a really credible source. Um, yeah. So it's like, that's unfortunate. Yeah. And COVID is another story. We can talk about what masks actually do and don't do for COVID, but yeah. Yep. It's pretty bad. Um, but it does make sense. That no, it's not to say that it's completely ineffective. Wearing any kind of a mask, it helps, but it's not like whenever I mean like you need like a P100 is that type of a mask will block. It's rated at 90 uh, at 90 99.97% of smoke particulates. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they make us wear them in shops here too. At work, I have to wear one, but yeah, the thing is that smoke particulates in the air. All right, so we're saying like cloth mask is maybe 15% effective, so it helps, but it's not. Oh my gosh, I plant spruce and oak trees there, and it goes haywire. It's I think something maybe like 15. I'm throwing a number out there, but like say like 15% effective. So it helps. It's just not very helpful. Um, and the COVID viruses, or typically viruses, tend to be on the order of 600 times smaller than smoke particulates. So if the cloth, in my mind, if the cloth mask doesn't do much against smoke, it does like 15%. How much does it would it actually do to prevent a virus from entering your system? Just a question. Like, how much would it actually do then? Yeah, how they that's how the rules put it. Yeah, that is how the rules put it. But difference is rules can be motivated by two things, at least whenever it comes to health, and that's science or politics. And right now, I have a feeling most are being generated by politics, unfortunately. Hey, Big J, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How is Tennessee? That is putting out a lot of wood now. A lot of wood. A lot of charcoal now. Oh, that keeps going. Yep. Have you guys been able to find a place yet, Big J? Yep. This does, in a way, remind of Sky Factory. It has... I don't actually know what Sky Factory 2 had. I've only ever played Sky Factory 4. Yeah, hopefully you get back into modded again. So... yeah. Modded's fun. I like it. I don't play it all the time. I tend to play a lot more vanilla right now. But that's because I have a bunch of friends who play vanilla. And Big J is one of them. Whenever he gets good internet again. Which is hopefully soon. And hopefully whenever you get a house, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know why it's such a big deal. I mean, at this point, now that we understand it more, it's not as fatal as the flu. It affects different people groups than, or not people groups, different medical conditions more severely than the flu does. Um, but it's not anymore as fatal even as the flu is, which is just bonkers to think about. I've never seen a flu season in the time I've been, in my memory, where we've done anything like this for the flu. And I'm just lost, honestly, as to what's going on right now. Do we have steel yet? I want steel. We have a little bit of steel. Not much steel. But we have a little bit. But we have lead. I don't know why, but it just flashed across my brain as like I'm going to be getting lead poisoning by picking these up. But it's like, no, it's Minecraft. It's not real life. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yep, that's the thing. It's like there's treatments out there that they found that work, really well. So I'm hoping it will be over fairly soon. Um, like within a month, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. I get the idea people don't want to get sick, and no one likes the idea of dying, but unfortunately, it's one of those things that happens. These are the pipes we're making with all the steel, by the way, and which we're going to downgrade to the lower classification of pipe, so that we're not having issues. Really? You just got a spike again? That's unfortunate. What country are you in? If you don't mind me asking. You don't have to say, but yeah. My college where I work, also where I go to school, has had 0 COVID cases so far since we started back up, which was 2 weeks ago. England? Oh. Yeah, England. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I would like to go to England at some point, just because... Actually, I'd probably prefer to go to Germany, but I don't speak German very well. I speak English much better. I'm speaking English right now, in fact. Wow. Um, Yeah, these are going to be cheaper, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to keep up enough flow rate. Really, what it is, I want to go and I want to see the British museums. That's all there is. Yeah. I'm a history person, okay? I really like history. John knows that my brother, John, Big J, knows that I am not as much into history as my brother, SA80. But I do like history. I do enjoy it. So, yes. Oof. Unfortunately, history is becoming touched. People, like, rewriting history is something that kind of happens now. And, yeah. Unfortunately. In a way, it is touched. British? Oh, you're British there. Oh. No offense meant by the horrible accent. If I spend more time on it, I can pull off accents better, but I'm not very good. If I get stuck in one, though, then I stay with it, and it doesn't go away, which can be problematic. I know. I figured you being from England, Saul. Yes, I remembered you. I called you John, and then I was like, wait, can I call him that? And then I was like, oh yeah, he said he was fine with that. Yup. The non-English accents. So, yo, the English. You're English, and then they're British. I see. One of my friends in high school has a British accent, but a really strong one. It kind of softened up during high school, of course. To put it politely. It softened up after a bit, but he wasn't from England, but he was raised in a home where most everyone like spoke with the English accent. So he was from Grenada, an island down in the Caribbean, in the south part of the Caribbean. You're a burger, Big J? Well, that's the first I've heard of it. Funny. Realizes no, your stream's probably not super far behind. I changed my latency mode to low latency, so it should be fairly close. It shouldn't be too far behind. Essentially, switching it to low latency helps to regulate how far behind a stream or someone viewing the stream can get in the stream. So. What accent was it? Like Northern Lando or Queens? I can't tell you the difference, honestly. I can't say any differences. I do like that we are producing sand now, though. That's a nice touch. Yeah, as far as identifying specifically what region and accent's from, it's kind of difficult for me. Oh, I need to find more fuel for this thing. Oh, look at that. There's more fuel. Just looks in chest. Fuel. Got fuel. Alright. Steel production is extremely slow is the problem. Bronze is extremely fast compared to steel, but its flow rate is halved, I believe. Which means I don't want to use it. That's how they say it. Then go to the northern. And please German. German is one of the languages which I'm somewhat familiar with. So, yeah, I actually get German. Amazingly enough. We were going to make a water pump at some point, and then I think I decided not to make a water pump because I don't know if I'll actually need it. Not a water pump, a pump attachment. I don't know. Should I make a pump attachment? I don't think I'll need it. This is a dangerous game. Should I make a pump attachment or not? Real? Not a fan of German and French. Why? My family's from Germany. Several generations ago, though. Like, more than 100 years ago at this point. And then one of my friends is French, actually. Fun fact. From France, I believe. His parents are, at the very least. His dad is. I think his mom might be an American. But I think they were married in France. I don't remember. You can't say the EU can die. The EU might not be the best organization in the world. It certainly is not the best organization. It has problems. But that doesn't mean all the people in those countries are like that. The governments, yes. I can get you there. I totally forgot what I was looking at. It was something to do with Reactor. Let's go like that, and then that. Do a nice little changeroo. Oh, hold on. There should be lead plates in here. Yes, we have dense lead plates now. We need 2 more of them. Is it only 1,000 years of rivalry? I thought it was more than that, but maybe it is. Maybe it is only no, that makes about sense. That's about right. Yeah. Yeah, give or take a few years. Yes, I'm aware of the rivalry. Not a very friendly one at that. There was only a little bit of conniving and stuff going on. Only a little bit. Not much, you know. Just a little bit. history class. You learn so much. And then you forget all of the dates. Every last one of them. Aside from that, that Pearl Harbor during World War II was bombed on the 7th of December in 1941, I believe. Yeah, the 100 Years' War, and then the 2 World Wars. Yeah, the First World War was one of those that was pretty interesting to study. Just because it was all of the system of alliances and how everything went down. The Norman conquests, yes. Yeah. But yeah, the system of alliances that led to World War II, or World War One, not World War II, was ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, maybe just a little bit of instigation happened. Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, but that was just, it was completely screwed up. Yeah, honestly, the start of World War II for me is much more clear as to the events that led to it. It seems much more straightforward than World War One's, because it was much more of a nationalist movement in Germany that started it, and you can say that, not, oh, it was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and Serbia had something to do with it, and yeah. Yeah. I'm stuck under something. There we go. I'm not heading down here. I'm going to the miner unit to go ahead and refuel. Honestly, though, with the history of both wars, I'm much more familiar with the technological stuff. Yep, we get taught all of it in school. All of it. Every little bit of it. 3 times. I was taught it 3 times. And then I forget most of the dates and stuff, which is kind of sad, but yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good. I think I'll be okay. I don't know if the government of England is very interested right now in rebuilding an empire. That phase in world history kind of ran its course, I think. Give it 100 years and maybe. Maybe. But, I don't know. I don't know about that. Can make a lot of different kinds of food. What do I have? I still have food left over. I don't need to make more. Kanzuk? No. No, I haven't actually. Explain. Please explain. That's what I needed as well as waiting for steel to be produced. We need... Oh, what are they called? Actually, I should check to make sure. Two. It's a new trade alliance with Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and the UK. Oh. I see where the acronym comes from then. That's the old territories that still pay respects to the throne a little bit. I see. I could see the US potentially joining that. I could see the US doing that potentially. Get a better deal joining that than China probably. And I can see that could happen. We're looking for a certain kind of a coil. So heat conductors. But first we're gonna make a coil because I want to test it with a cheaper one first. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like it could. It sounds like it could be. Heat conductors, not heat coils, so I do need to make the heat conductor. Which are these? Copper plates and rubber. And I need 20 of them for maximum efficiency. Really? Is that as far as economic power or like literal size? Actually, that probably would be about this for literal size too. Literal size of the countries. Territory, economic, and military. Yeah. And the thing is that alliance would probably do something. Unlike the EU. The EU kind of does stuff, but it doesn't do helpful things very much. I have a feeling that the EU tends to cause more havoc than they do actually helping things. Honestly. Yes, yes it is. Certainly is fairly large. Canada, I mean, also a fairly large landmass. So, yeah. The Red Menace. Am I missing the reference here, or are you talking about Soviet or the USSR? Because I don't know. I don't think that's what you. The be the yeah. They're going that way. You know. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Actually, that's a pretty accurate statement. I have a question, and this is a bad question. What? Why would they do that? Well, I know why they would do that, but that. Oh my goodness. That doesn't make any. I mean, politics doesn't make any sense right now, anyways, but wow. That's crazy that they did that. I'm amazed that Poland did that. I mean, props to them for, voting like they're supposed to. I'm just voting in general how they feel like they're supposed to vote. But the EU revoking their right to vote because of it? Wow. You didn't vote for us, Treg. It's not a test. There's no right answer and there's no wrong answer. You vote. Apparently someone forgot that along the way. Or is choosing to ignore it. I'm pretty sure it's the choosing to ignore it one. Yeah, I'd say England got out at a decent time. The UK, sorry. The UK. Yeah. Yep. Voting right. Is it really voting right? Or is it just voting the way that is politically correct? There's a point to being sensitive about other people's feelings, but there's also a point of that shouldn't be abused. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Do I still have a forge hammer? I do still have a forge hammer. That means we can go steal and make more of these quickly. Never mind, you cannot make steel plates using a forge hammer. Suppose steel is kind of difficult to form by hand. We'll save the rest of the durability on the forge hammer, I think. $300 times? Okay. 300 times. I think I actually did hear about that. I think I actually heard about that one. Which is amazing. But I did. Because that certainly rings a bell. Yeah. It's political strong-arming. Fairly... I want to use the term despicable process. There's... Didn't Germany just finish paying off its war debt recently? Like a couple years ago or something? Like, that, yeah. Their power grid's going all crazy too. They've screwed up their energy generation systems, which are already screwed up, and now it's just really, 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 really bad. Ah! Doors, open and stay open, please. Oh yes, the war debt. That's what I was wondering about. I thought that I thought Germany just finished paying it off. And I don't know about all the others. But it's, yeah. I think that World War II was avoidable. And people just didn't do anything. And so it happened. Apples go into food storage, along with the eggs, which I had been throwing in here. Oops. Oops. And now it's time to make some food, so let's make a handful of cornmeal. Let's make a handful of flour. An apple smoothie? Let's make a handful of hard-boiled eggs. Let's make a handful of these tortillas. Okay, let's make some more of this. More of this. Dough. Noodles. More dough. More flour. Flour's here. I'm trying to create a maximized food thing. Man, I guess not much beats apple smoothies. The Conservative Party tried to stop Oswald Mosley from winning the election. Do you have to put the food in the fridge? No, you do not have to put the food in the fridge. I made it for aesthetic purposes, kind of. And also, it's like it's a huge food storage device. So, you know, I mean, it's like a double chest. But I can put this stuff in the cabinets, too. And it won't spoil or anything. Apple smoothie. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've actually had an apple smoothie in real life. I have smoothies fairly regularly, but they're berry ones. Mix of berries. With protein powder and stuff. It's a good, easy morning thing that I can have before I go to work or school or something. Throw it together in like 5 minutes at most. I wish I had all this different kind of food in my garden. Of course I could if I planted it and helped my mom take care of it. Especially some of the fruit and stuff. Apple smoothie? Or the berry one? The one I have in real life or the one in game here? My smoothie tastes awesome. Has coconut milk in it. It has strawberry. No, not strawberries. It has raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. Oh, the apple one? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think apple would taste the greatest in a smoothie. It is something which I would be willing to try. But I don't know. I need to make all the sugar. It is something I'd be willing to try, but I'm not sure. It would have to be done right. Yeah, the apple taste would probably be overpowering. Huh. Yeah. Well, it depends on if you were using, like, apple like actual apple, because apple juice is normally a concentrate with added sugar, and maybe not always with added sugar, but it's normally a concentrate of the actual pressed apple juice. Or something. They do stuff to it which ends up making it taste more appley, I believe, if I remember correctly. We need 5 more, as so. And now we have all of these. I'm gonna have to do a lot of AFKing to get everything set up. Sugar? You like sugar? Wow. I don't like added sugars so much. It just, things get too sweet for me. So yeah. Like, I can tell it's not so much actually just sugar. It's like things that have a lot of cream or something. That's gonna be cooking for a long time. We're gonna have a lot of charcoal. Ah ha ha, sweet tooth. Wind generation has issues, I will say that much. On the Discord, I shared a video that we watched in my engineering class, in my thermodynamics class, of some pretty crazy wind turbine fails. Yeah, wind turbines aren't great. They aren't awesome. I'm not going to take more trees out of there because they'll keep on growing. I should probably get more coal. More charcoal for that. To keep it running so we can continue to get lead. Lead. Thank you for following. Thank you very much. Come on, let me out. Thank you very much for letting me out. Oh, I need to change the... See, I switched over to Stream Elements a couple weeks ago, and I need to finish setting up the bot. Yeah, have a good sleep then, Sir MI6, and hope to see you back next stream, which will be Wednesday. I guess it's Thursday morning for you. Not Thursday. It will be Thursday morning for you, I'm guessing, in the UK. So, yeah. But 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Wednesday of next week. So my next stream will be. So, see ya. If you want, exclamation point Discord will get you the link to the Discord. Exclamation point YouTube will get you to my YouTube channel if you want to check those out too. Yeah. So. Uranium. We're working on fuel production. I have a lot of uranium. And I have that as well. I have to go to this one to actually craft this stuff. Let's try making 100. I do not have enough to make 100. Let's try making 50. 90? No, let's try 50. Just do 50. No. I don't have enough for 50. I don't have enough for 40. What is this world coming to? 30. 25. I could do math, which would make this much better. Missing 21. Oh my goodness. 10. Start. There we go. Unfortunately, it's not a perfectly balanced refining, which gets us the output that we want. Alright. If we go... Let's charge this up. We're gonna have a boatload of charcoal. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good though. Let's go and check out our miner to see how it's doing. It looks like it's doing pretty sweet. Just rolling away. Eventually, once we get the thing set up all the way and really rolling pretty good, we're going to be hopefully switching the miner over to be powered by an RTG, which, if you don't know, are these little pellets here, made from depleted fuel, so plutonium, or plutonium. Since we have extreme reactors, you can make it from plutonium as well. So yeah, and this is actually kind of how they're made in real life too. I don't remember what the generator calls though, or what the generator which uses them. Radioscopic or radioisotope thermoelectric generator. That's what it is. RTG, radioisotope thermoelectric generator. Extremely long lasting, produce in real life one the size of a household, like one that you'd have outside your house, a propane tank. Produce 120 watts of power for upwards of 20 to 25 years. Normally no maintenance over that period. And by the end of like 25 years, either somewhere between 20 and 25 years, the power output drops to 100, something like 110 watts of power. So pretty good, pretty darn good. Extremely stable. They're used in a lot of lighthouses and remote research outposts. They utilize nuclear waste, so waste from nuclear reactors. So that's how you recycle radioactive leftovers from a reactor without damaging the environment. Is you make RTGs, mini power sources, portable. I mean heavy, but if you can move them, they won't break because normally they're fairly sturdily designed. So, you know, I mean, pretty good power source. I don't know why people complain about like nuclear waste so much and it being such a big issue whenever there's a really easy way of utilizing it, and by the time it's done, it's spent, no longer radioactive or no longer effective in generating power in the RTG setup. It the leftovers can either be used to be catalyst in new RTGs, or they're non-radioactive particles, which are left over. So you either use it to generate more power again, so recycle it, or you have lead, which can be used again, actually, in nuclear power applications. So it's like, it's probably literally the most sustainable form of power generation is nuclear power, if you do it right. If you do it right, it's the most. I would call it I'm not an expert yet. But I'm for now, with what I know now, or right now, I'm willing to say that it is likely the most renewable power source, other than trees, other than wood-based power sources. It's probably the most renewable power source that is efficient and consistent. Hydro is technically a pretty good one as well. In fact, I'd say it's better than nuclear because you don't have to have all the special containment stuff. But as far as one which has the most recycling, probably like the person actually has to think about, I'd say nuclear. So in sustainability, I'm gonna have to go with nuclear power, not nuclear power, hydropower, followed by nuclear power, in that order. And then after that, we can go to wood burning, which isn't necessarily super efficient, but it's pretty good. And if you contain it all right, you can actually do some pretty cool things with the leftovers from burning the wood, like making carbon filters. Yeah. I know, right? Big brain. Big brain idea. But it works. So what can I say? I just drank water. I knew Stream Elves was going to do it, so I went ahead and drank it. Actually, I just happened to be like, oh, I'm thirsty. So I'll just drink even though Stream Elves isn't telling me to. Let me close my window really fast. I'm not really walking away. Like, I'm kind of walking away, but you can still hear me. Because my window is like 2 feet away from where I sit. So, yeah. Didn't even have to leave the room to close my window. Alright. Yeah, it's getting dark. It gets dark earlier whenever there's this much smoke in the air, too. So. Yep. Unfortunately, there's smoke in the air. And it's going to stay that way until Monday, whenever it rains. Hopefully it rains Monday. Because particulate sizes are annoying. Oh, hey, we're actually almost out of spruce wood to turn into charcoal. I should check on the wind turbines. Now, one key advantage to these wind turbines, which you don't have with a real-life wind turbine, is that these ones will not collapse randomly. Like real-life ones will collapse randomly. And it's scary whenever they do. This one doesn't have a replacement rotor set up. That's fine. We should have nuclear power by the time either of those break anyways. This has been the longest project ever, I think. Making nuclear stuff. As far as modded, like this is probably the one thing I spent the most time doing. We're gonna do something that is probably dumb. We're setting the blast furnace to run automatically. That way I can AFK overnight and use up all of my iron. Not all of my iron, but produce a ton of steel. Nice. Metallurgic infuser is done creating basic circuits. BCC, basic control circuits. There shouldn't be anything else because everything else should be auto done, except for this I don't think is auto done. I don't think it is. Let's go and restock our miner. Our miner out here. Make sure to keep it operating efficiently. What? Oh yeah, that's right. There's 3 different types of copper in this pack. As well as 3 different types of tin in this pack. Let's go get ourselves some stone so we can start actually finishing off this, making it look nice. Give us something good to do with our time. The remaining time today. And who knows how much more remaining time we have. We will see. I wanted stone. Well, I want not this kind of stone, but I wanted stone. Think I can do that many? I can. Stone. That's all the stone. That is all the stone I got, everybody. That's a pretty sad amount right there. Where is this stone thing running through? Oh, I have it going through the wrong It'll be fine. It'll work. It's just waiting in line then. Yeah, not that long of a line. What? No, I thought those were diamond blocks. I thought those were diamond blocks. That was... Wow. really just wow. That does not go into there. That goes into there. Is this not using mining pipes? Is that number not going down? Am I missing something or no? I don't know. If it's working, right? It's producing stuff. I need meat. That's what I need. Chicken isn't that good. But it's something. Where is you? There's one of you. There are so many chickens. It's probably sheep's better, I think. Is mutton? No, mutton's not a thing, is it? Cows are best. But really, any kind of meat's good for making filling food. Boop. Aha. Chicken located. Sometimes I wonder if I'm, like, just blind. I know I'm not, but it can seem like that sometimes. Let's go back to bed. Now that we have collected a handful of meat. By the way, never store raw chicken like I'm doing right here. Never store chicken in general in an uncooled environment for a long period of time. It works in Minecraft with how I have this mod pack set up, but I think I'm going to move all of my, okay, it is using pipes. It's just finding a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's actually cook this chicken real fast. I need to power it. Can I use the battery? No. Suppose not. But we have this. Charcoal. And actually using charcoal to cook food can be pretty good. I like how it makes the textures darker slowly. It slowly fades the textures into the cooked versions. I think that's pretty sweet that it does that. Mmm. Pie. Omelette. Strawberry smoothie. Now that would taste good. I was looking up strawberries, not stone. My head ain't in the game no more, guys. Thinking about strawberry smoothies now. Pam's Harvest Craft, why? You're distracting me. Alright, that's all good. I missed the wall. I turned so fast that I missed the wall, guys. Man, it's gotten a lot of ores and stuff from this tiny little level that it's been at. That is excellente. So I'm gonna have to do some AFKing here to get more of the steel. Steel shafts are expensive, by the way. They're one steel block, which is ridiculously huge. Huge. Absolutely huge. So, anyways, everybody, thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming by, hanging out. It's been real. It's been fun. Next stream, we're going to be back on Minecraft Generations. Remember, that's the that is the one where I am going back through different versions of Minecraft. I don't remember the version I'm going to be on. Keep that one in mind. But we are going to be doing a raid, so go ahead and stick around for that. And yeah, so next stream is going to be Wednesday night on or at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I hope to see you there. If you wish, go ahead, drop me a follow. It'll make sure, as long as you have your notifications on, it will send you a notification whenever I go live. Twitch will do that. Then also !Discord, !YouTube. Those will get you the links to my YouTube and to my community Discord for all of you guys to hang out with me, if you so desire. Get updates and stuff like that, should my schedule change. Anyways, that is going to do it for tonight. So, we are going to go on a little raid. It's going to be a raid of Wookiees. So, go ahead, everybody. Wookiees is streaming Fortnite. He is one of the members of my community. So, we're going to go and hang out over in his stream for a bit. So, hope to see you all on Wednesday. Have a great day.